I didn't believe it either. The sea breeze lay at their feet, panting, hoping they would play with it again. My granddaddy's been on that island since he was a baby, said Lizzie, as quiet as the dark. He won't leave. He'd never leave my grandmama, and he'd never leave my mama. You won't have to leave. You can't have to leave. That's what Mr. Tripp says. He's got this shotgun he waves around like Ulysses S. Grant, saying how he'll fight to protect our homes and such. He's about ready to declare independency. They stood together quietly in the dark, in the growing cool of the night, and the sea breeze gave up on them and played in the dark leaves above, and the sound of the waves came in with the quiet. The stars popped in the night sky like distant firecrackers, and beyond them the great streak of the Milky Way came down out of heaven and draped a swath into the ocean beyond. Turner could almost feel the globe sliding under his feet. Lizzie felt it too, and she reached out and took his hand for a moment, as if for balance, and then dropped it. My granddaddy said I shouldn't be out here long. Lizzie, you been clamming? Some. Batting? Some. Flying with the Tripps? More than some. And you? Mostly I stay in the house. I go to services. I read and play the organ for Mrs. Cobb in the afternoons. You play the organ? You do? Turner Buckminster, you play the organ? Better than I bet. Oh, she said, smiling. I thought for a minute you might be good. Come hear me. Sure. Please, Mrs. Cobb, may I come in and sit a while and listen to Turner play your organ? Oh, yes, thank you. I'll sit in your best chair. Of course, I'd love some tea. No, thank you. No cake just now. Thank you, yes. I am having a lovely time, Mrs. Cobb. He does play like all get out. Well, it might not be exactly like that. Lord, I guess it wouldn't. Come anyway. Lizzie looked at him for a long time, tilting her head to one side as if trying to figure him out, which was what she was doing. You're a strange person. You know that, Turner Buckminster? I wonder if you can see anything straight. What do you think your daddy would say if he saw us two standing out here right now? Or knew that I would be coming up to Mrs. Cobb's house just to hear you play? He'd say hell and damnation. So, you going to come? I'll come, at high tide when I can't be clamming anyway. Then I'll see you tomorrow at high tide, Lizzie Bright. Yes, you will, she said. And whistling softly, she turned toward the back of the yard. The sea breeze came down from the leaves and followed at her heels, jumping up now and again and frisking all around. Turner snuck back inside as quiet as could be, thinking of high tide.